What is going on, guys? We're here talking about WWE 2K23 and the creative player changes that they are making to the game. Now, I heard that they were putting more emphasis on the created player and how realistic he's going to look, he or she is going to look, because anyone that's played this game enough know that the WWE wrestlers look more realistic than the created wrestlers. Now, these created wrestlers do definitely look good. They look realistic enough. I mean, I've liked what they've done ever since 2K18. That's when they changed to this engine. Now, what I mean by this engine is the facial templates that they've been using these facial templates since 2008, since 2K18. And let's take a look at them right now. You have 16 templates for male, 16 for female. Now, I'm going to show you what I believe that means when they say they're going to make them look more realistic. I'm going to show you something here. I think they're going to fall back on some of the deformations because these kind of take the realisticness out of the game. When you start doing too much to this stuff, I think, you know, they may, make it where like you can't do like stuff like this. As you can see, like if I do something like this with my character, I think that right, I think they're gonna limit, limit some of the stuff you can do. I mean, it don't. It's cool to create stuff like this. I think it's interesting. You can create characters that are like, and then you can even do stuff like, you can even like change parts of their head and stuff like that. But as you can see, I can add a lump to his head. I can put a dent in his skull. I can do all this stuff. Now, this is good to have this option so that you can explore your creativity, but I think they may do away with it. Not do away with the whole thing altogether, but create more limits for what you can do with this stuff. I'm going to show you what I believe they're going to do. I think they're going to make it more like NBA 2K. And I'm going to switch to NBA 2K right now and show you why I believe that. So here we have NBA 2K23. Now, in WWE 2K, you have 16 templates. And right here, you have like 34 templates. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, you have 34 of these. And, you know, but you have less you can do with the, facial altering or facial morphing, however you want to put it. And they do that to keep the characters looking more realistic. I mean, it would be hard to create a character that just looks absolutely unrealistic. Maybe you can if you try hard enough, but as you can see, you can definitely see how I made the mouth wide. They didn't let you go to do too much with it to make it like, I mean, even if you maxed everything out, you still don't have an unrealistic looking character. As you can see, that doesn't look unrealistic at all. That looks, you know, he still looks pretty normal to me. So basically, I think WWE 2K may go this route and make something more like this. Hopefully, if they do, and I'm just talking about just the faces, I'm pretty sure, as far as bodies and stuff. And I'm not saying when you turn the game on, you're going to see this something identical to this. You're not going to see that. But I'm saying, as far as the faces, they may do something closer to what you see here. Because in this game here, you can't tell a created player from a real player. There's not a distinctive difference in as far as how realistic they look. Everything from their tattoos, their facial expressions, the way their faces are designed, the way their bodies are designed, you can't really tell them apart unless you just already know who your created players are. Long as you know who your created players are, that's the only way you're gonna know. But just by looking at them, you can't really tell them apart because they did a good job of making these characters look very realistic. I mean, these faces look very, very good on here. I mean, and I'm gonna show you the females too. The other thing is these characters here, they all look very young. Nobody looks like they're older. So if you wanted to create an older character, you can't really put the details on their face to make them look older, really. You know, even though the female characters, some of them tend to look a little bit older for some reason. You know, like some of the. I mean, for me, some of them look a little bit older. I don't know why, but that's just kind of like my view or my opinion. But what I'm saying is these characters look very good. I mean, they do, and I think they say they're putting a lot of emphasis on realism for WWE 2K23 for your created characters. I think they're gonna have to limit what you can do with their faces, maybe even their bodies too. I mean, they've already limited your body because you can't really morph anything really. You could just select a body type. In this one you can. I mean, you could change their weight and stuff like that. In WWE 2K22, you could just change their body type, and a weight comes with it as you adjust their height. In this one, you can change the length of their arms and all types of stuff. As you can see, her arms look pretty long to me. I mean, those are some long arms. But that's what you can do on here. You can alter their arm length. But my point is, you can't make these characters look unrealistic if you try. So they did an excellent job on making your created players look just as good as the real NBA players. Anyway, that's this video. I think they're gonna probably do something similar to what you see here. Obviously, it's probably not the same development team, but it's it's the same organization. I mean, they have access to these tools. Maybe they can put like implement a tool similar to this into the WWE 2K games. Hopefully, if they do it, I want to see more templates. Like there's 34 on here per gender. I want to see that in WWE 2K because you have 16 per gender. If they add more templates, that would make up for being able to, lack altering their faces. But none of this stuff I just said is anything the development team said they were going to do or anything like that. This is my speculation because they said they want to put a lot of emphasis on making the created players look more realistic, so they can coexist well and with the WWE wrestlers and look just as real as them. The way these, because these characters look just as real as the NBA and WNBA players. Anyway, that's this video. I personally believe they're going to probably implement something similar to this into WWE 2K23.